Well, he's got a couple of areas where he's going to be vulnerable with two key constituency groups, Hispanics and African Americans. His unwillingness to defend the DOMA law, which was the Defense of Marriage Act, passed by Bill Clinton and a Democratic legislature, is having rippling effects in those communities. It's not a big front page thing on the New York Times,
and it won't be.
Culture
warrior issue.
It is a huge issue because same-sex marriage is an issue that is opposed by almost 75% of the African-American community and 65% in the Hispanic community.
Do you really think that it comes right down to it, African-Americans are going to put gay marriage over voting for one of their own?
No, let me explain. It's not that it's going to give him the Republican, 80% of the African American or Hispanic
Just
vote.
peel back a little.
It will cut into it. And there are 18 million evangelical Hispanics and about 17 million African Americans who attend evangelical churches. This is a huge issue, and it is an issue that does
But if you get into that issue, you particularly, then they're going to come in and say you're a holy roller.
No, it's not about...
Because you're going to be attacked anyway. You were last time as being, a religious guy, and your religious beliefs bleed over into public policy. You got to watch this guy. He's this, that, and the other thing.
It's not the front and center issue. The economy is going to be the front and center issue. But this is the kind of thing that causes people out there who aren't political. They don't sit around living politics all day long. But this is the sort of issue that pushes people one side or the other.
Now, the gay marriage issue has taken a back seat, and I do believe that it is a creeping kind of a situation where they make a little gains here, a little gains there. Don't ask, don't tell is gone now. Inevitably, gay marriage is going to be in, I think it's a state by state. I think it'll be a state by state. But you will have a number of states, liberal states, that do recognize gay marriage. Do you really think that's vital to the country?
I just know that in 33 states where it's been on the ballot, even in states like Maine and California where they're very liberal states, the voters still consistently affirm traditional marriage. Look, it's not the issue that is driving all the elections.
The polls show that as well. The polls show most Americans want to keep marriage between a man and a woman. But is that an important thing for the Republic?
I don't think it's the important issue that you go out and put front of the platform. I don't think it's the thing you make your speeches about.
But is it of any importance?
It is an important
factor.
Tell
me why.
Because there are still, again, let me go back to the fact, 33 states put it on the ballot, 33 states affirm it.
But why to you? Why is gay marriage important to you?
It's not a matter of the political importance. It's a matter of whether or not we want to protect the integrity of what marriage means. Look, if people want to live a certain way, it's their business. They can live any way they want to. But if they start wanting to change the definition of marriage, then somehow our whole social structure of how we not only create the next generation, but how we train our replacements, we have changed the social culture in which we have all survived for several thousand years.
So you see it as a slippery slope that we're not going to be the traditional country we once were.
Look, I still believe that the family is the most basic form of government we have.
The traditional family.
The traditional family. It's the only really marriage there. It's the only definition of marriage. Now, we can try to change it, but that's what it still means.
All right. Final question. I want you to grade President Obama from A to F. What grade would you give him in the first?
I would give him a D. I think he's done a couple of things right. Certainly the order to kill Osama Bin Laden. But his handling of the economy is an F. It's been a disastrous F.